Welcome back. So in the previous lesson, we discussed codependency relationships. And in this lesson, I want to go over dependency and counterdependency. I just want to be sure that you have an understanding of what a codependency is and a counterdependency and what it may look like in one of your clients. So let's discuss counterdependency. Now, codependency and counterdependencies are opposites in some ways, and codependents are controlled by counterdependents, and their goal is to manipulate and exert power over a certain type of personality, whether it's consciously or even unconsciously. Counterdependents look for codependents with low self-esteem and low self-worth. Codependents' appearance and behaviors and actions are dictated by them. The control can be both covert and overt, which means sometimes it's obvious and sometimes it's not. Often, counterdependence appears narcissistic and arrogant, and there's a need for them to just be right all the time. They become reactive or withdraw when others question them, and there's just no trust between them and others. And as a result, it's just very easy for them to just distance themselves from others. Counterdependents have extremely rigid boundaries. One way is the only way to do something, and that's just how they do it. And with them, there's just no gray area. They expect perfection from themselves and others, and life is just too unrealistic for them. People with counterdependencies are emotionally cut off, and their ability to connect with others is very limited. And as a result, they subconsciously fear rejection or abandonment, so they just may reject or abandon others before they have a chance to harm them in any way. So those who are counterdependents don't understand empathy, and they are just unable to put themselves in the shoes of others. Now, it's important for those with counterdependency to be aware of, number one, it is just all about themselves, their needs and their wants when it comes to them. It's interesting to note that counterdependence can flip-flop from one role to another. Often people struggle with codependency in their personal relationship while being counterdependent in their work relationship. So in some cases, a person who is codependent in their personal relationship may be counterdependent in their work relationship. And what causes counterdependency? Now, counterdependent individuals are usually influenced by their childhood experiences. It is just not uncommon for counterdependents to have experienced trauma in their lives. Someone who should have protected them may have neglected or even abandoned or hurt them. And it's common for them to just learn early in life that they just cannot trust or let others in. In relationships with primary caregivers, let's say again their mother, or the lack of them, can sometimes contribute to counterdependencies. And according to the attachment theory, how we attach and bond to our caregivers when we are young determines how we attach and relate to others later in life. Insecure attachment occurs when a person is unable to attach in a secure manner, meaning their physical, emotional, and basic needs are not met. Kind of like in a love addict. It's just important to just note that insecure attachments are caused by a variety of factors, such as having a parent who was just emotionally or physically unavailable, neglecting your needs, or having a parent who just hurt you. Let's say if you were 5 years old and you just happened to fall down and you skinned your knee, what would you do? You're gonna cry, right? So your caregiver should hold and comfort you when you cry. So it's possible to develop an insecure attachment if your caregiver is dismissive and does not nurture you, insults you, or they push you away. So as a child, you learn that people just aren't trustworthy or able to meet your needs on a regular basis. So in adulthood, you just keep people at arm's length because you just don't trust them. You take care of you. Now let's switch gears to dependency, which is a little bit, it is more healthy. Dependency is where you want to be. Now, dependency is also known as interdependency, which both people give and take support and encouragement and practical assistance in relationships. Now, dependence promotes self-esteem, mastery, and confidence, as well as a loving feelings and mutual respect and a sense of emotional safety. Now, when you're in an interdependent relationship, your partner's supports and encouragement will make it easier for you to tackle problems and learn new skills and overcome your fears and addiction. It allows you to be your own person, and having a clear understanding of the difference between helping and enabling is an essential. And as a result, interdependent relationship, both parties can grow and learn from each other. And codependent relationships, however, only one person offers help, and that help tends to create more dependency since the person is just enabling and rescuing or doing things for their partner rather than help them do it for themselves. Now, interdependencies encourages growth. Codependencies keep people in unhealthy relationships that can also be abusive. Now, in your workbook, I have broken down a list of healthy dependencies and codependence, and I have also created a worksheet that I will go over just to make sure that you understand the difference and know where your clients may be experiencing this type of behavior. Healthy dependency and codependency is just, again, the ability to rely on each other mutually and the ability to give and take in a balanced manner. I hope this helped you guys. I will see you in the next lesson. Bye-bye.